The Rangers have made some changes to their roster. What does it mean for the team on the ice and for the Cap going forward? Let's talk about it. And well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm WickerMedia. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. If you're brand new, welcome aboard. Please like and subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. Please share with a friend. I appreciate everybody's support. Okay, let's get into some New York Rangers hockey. Quite a few moves made on Tuesday with their roster, and it all goes back to what happened on Monday night. Kaapokakko, unfortunately, hurts his left knee in the Rangers' loss to the Buffalo Sabres. And I gotta tell you, as I was watching this game, even before that, I thought that the usually kind of choppy Garden Ice was looking extra rough. You know, the skating was not smooth, it was not crisp. Other people were talking about it on social media, and MSG has notoriously choppy ice anyway, but this night, it was like MetLife Stadium took over MSG. You know, it was such a substandard, crappy playing surface. And then Kakko's skate got caught during a board battle with Sabres defenseman Erik Johnson. His left knee bends very awkwardly, and then as he lay prone on the ice, you could tell he was in a great deal of pain. So, it cost the Rangers their 22-year-old forward. No news on how long he will be out. There rarely is any specific news in hockey. It will be for a substantial amount of time, but the good news is it is not a season-ending injury, according to Coach Peterlaviolette. So the Rangers had to make some moves. They called up a pair of forwards from Hartford in Jonnybrodzinski and Adam Edstrom, and then in a corresponding transaction, they send down connormackey, a defenseman, and then about 6 hours later, Adam Edstrom gets sent right back down to Hartford. So his time with the New York Rangers lasted all of about 6 hours. So I was looking at Edstrom because I wanted to see, is this a guy who could actually play with the Rangers and help out? Well, he's 23 years old, and he was going to give a really unique skill set to the Rangers. He was a 6th-round pick in 2019, made a very good impression with the Wolfpack so far, playing right wing on their second line. He's second on the team, tied for second on the team with 7 goals. Plus, he's got size, 6'8", 225 pounds, and he can skate pretty decently, and he loves to hit. So let's see. Intriguing prospect. It's going to be intriguing to see if he gets an opportunity down the road with the New York Rangers. As for Brodzinski, he's the Hartford captain. We've seen him with the Rangers several times. He's actually leading the AHL with 25 points, 11 goals, and 14 assists in just 16 games. He's playing great. Now, of course, he plays a lower line role with the Rangers. His job is not to get points, really. It's to play very good two-way hockey. Now, as far as the roster goes, if we look at the forwards, it's a little complicated. The Rangers are very thin at right wing to begin with. Kaapokakko going out makes it even tougher. So now, as your top 2 wings, you have Alexei Lafreniere and Blake Wheeler. After that, it's Barclay Goodrow, Tyler Pitlick, Jimmy Vesey. All of these guys could step up into that third line. But as of today in practice, Jonnybrodzinski is stepping right into that third line role on the right side with nickbonino at center and willcuylle at left wing. And I can tell you, that's a very physical line. They would not be a whole lot of fun to play against. But there's good news on defense. So with Mackey being demoted, that means that the Rangers superstar defenseman Adamfox is ready to go. He's already been practicing, and now it is all but confirmed he will be on the ice Wednesday night when the Rangers face the Detroit Redwings. He was on long-term injury reserve, so he had to miss minimum 10 games and 24 days. So this day, Wednesday, would be the soonest that he could come back, and it appears he'll be ready Wednesday night, 7:30. Also, this puts Zach Jones back on the bench, and Erik Gustafsson, who's played very, very well this season, goes from the first pair back down to the third line pairing with Braden Schneider, and the Rangers have their full core of defensemen back. That is very encouraging. Now, there's another aspect of this we have to talk about, and it's the salary cap ramifications. So with Fox coming back, that eliminates $9.5 million in long-term injury reserve pool money, because Fox makes $9.5 a year. That leaves the Rangers in a very tight salary cap situation. So with the tightness of the cap, they couldn't fit both Brodzinski and Edstrom, so they sent Edstrom right back down and put Kakko on long-term injury reserve. Kakko's making $2.1 million, so you do get some cap savings. Also, today the Rangers put filipchytil on long-term injury reserve as well, but it's retroactive to November 3rd. He has not played since November 2nd. Now, he's had a concussion issue. The strange thing about putting I wonder why the Rangers put Chytil on long-term injury reserve now, as opposed to earlier, like November 3rd. He's been skating on his own since this past weekend, so now he's on long-term injury reserve, but Laviolette confirmed Chytil did not have a setback. This was a way to create a little bit more cap space. Okay, but the good thing, since he's already missed the minimum requirements of the 10 games and 24 days, he can be activated whenever he's ready. No idea when that's going to be, but at least this allows the Rangers to accrue a little bit of extra cap space. Okay, it may not be a whole lot of money, but it will be maybe, at this point, maybe $1 million to $2 million as of right now. Oh, and one other thing I do want to mention, I alluded to the Detroit Red Wings earlier, that the Rangers will play them on Wednesday. Well, the Red Wings have signed Patrick Kane to a one-year, $2.75 million contract. Kane coming back from a hip resurfacing as of right now. I've not heard word if Kane will play against the Rangers on Wednesday, but we now know, unfortunately, there will be no Kane-Rangers reunion. You know, I've always been a big fan of his, going back to his days in Chicago. I just wish he could have been healthy when he was a Ranger. Clearly wasn't, but now he goes to Detroit, gets to play with Alex DeBrincat, his old teammate in Chicago, and he's joining a very young team, but a team that already scores a lot of goals. They're 9th in goals per game, so it's not as if he needs to carry the Red Wings with a bunch of offensive prowess. So the spot makes sense. I wish him nothing but the best in the Motor City. Well, those are my thoughts on the Rangers roster. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put them right down there in the comments. And reminder, join us Wednesday night, 10 p.m., right around the time that the Rangers-Red Wings game ends. Shortly after that, we'll be going live. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you right back here with more content from you-know-where. The Wicker Chair.